Hello, everyone, and welcome to Infinite Inspiration. Today, we have with us a beautiful teacher, and me and my daughter are a big fan of her. I'll introduce you to her. उनका नाम है रमन प्रीत कौर नरोला मैम और अब आपको वो अपना इंट्रोडक्शन देंगे मैम आई हैंड ओवर टू यू आई वुड लाइक
Thank
टू नो
you.
योर नेम फ्रॉम वेयर आर
Yeah,
यू
sure.
फ्रॉम
I
एंड व्हाट
will
डू
give
यू
a
डू
very brief, sure. I'll just go ahead with a very brief introduction of myself. So, my name is Raman Preet Kaur. I am based out of Delhi. Being into the field of education now from past, you can say 20 cross years. And my all experiences with these tiny tots, you can say from playgroup to kindergarten children. Although I've also taking classes for primary children, but the base core content that I like to teach is phonics, as you know that. And I just love my job. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can see that my daughter has also been into her classes, and
Yes.
I always wish I had a teacher like her because
Yeah,
the
you've been
patience.
constantly giving those, I would say, compliments. So, parents like you are like a blessing.
No, no,
That's for
you
sure.
you actually deserve it because after the parents, actually not after, maximum time kids depend on you teachers, right? So whatever we teach, but the impact of what you all teach has more mark on their lives.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
I still remember when I just think last year I was into some mall and I happened to meet my teacher used to teach me in class 2.
Oh.
And first I was hesitant that I should go whether she'll recognize me or not. But because of my curly hair, no, I'm very famous.
Yeah. Acha.
So so she
Okay.
recognized me and I was like so happy to meet her. So she class 2, so many years.
Yeah, so many years ago, and she recognized you. So,
Yes.
being a teacher, this is what is the first thing that teacher remembers all her students, no matter what time, how many years. But seriously, this is somewhere, registered in your subconscious mind. All your students, whether hundreds or thousands, you have them in your heart.
Yeah, and especially when we have a teacher like you, so it's impossible to ever forget you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and tell me about it. Like, how did it start? Were you always passionate about being a teacher, or you just started with something and it moved on to being, into profession and all that?
So I'll speak about it that how I started. I started as early as I finished my grade 12th. I started teaching some slum children, those who used to come to our colony. So from there it started, and when I cleared my 12th side by side, I started teaching in an evening school. So from there, this passion generated, and I just carried it forward. And I did several jobs in different schools of Delhi. There are like renowned schools of Delhi I've worked with. So since COVID came, before COVID, like just to the COVID came, I had to switch one of my jobs where I was working in as a kindergarten teacher in a school. So, but because of COVID, then you all know that what was happening, the jobs were on hold and things were like that.
Yeah.
So then I started researching a bit more on a structured approach where you can teach children phonics in a structured manner where they can learn comprehensively. I started taking free sessions during COVID for my existing students, those the parents, those who I know them, and so we started like that, and slowly, when you know that the power of media, social media is strong,
Yes.
so there I started posting few clips of my classes on Facebook, on Instagram, and people just started, getting into this, knowing that okay, there's somebody who's taking such classes. So from there it started, and now there's no looking back. So that's how it is. I enjoy sessions with them. I just keep my classes. I mean, I just go to that age, the age like my students are, and I plan my sessions accordingly, doing some drawing with them, stories, and like rhyming poems and everything. So I try to keep it multi concepts together, and we enjoy. So that's the whole story. In brief, if I say that, that's the whole story.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, how I see you that you really love your kids because the way you handle them. Many times
Yeah.
I was also a teacher. Of course, I'd never lost my patience, but actually they're so innocent. No, you automatically get attracted towards them. And there
Right,
are
right.
tantrums which they throw often, but the way you
Yes.
tackle is really amazing because my daughter, she is a big drama queen, and you managed her well. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, no,
she always loved your classes. I must
yes,
say,
even
I
I.
was actually, I kept browsing for a teacher because what happens, many teachers, my daughter really doesn't get very comfortable with, you know it. So I kept
Yes.
searching, and when I found you, I was like, wow, now finally I get a very good teacher. So how
Yeah,
is
I
it?
remember we had a call then.
Yeah,
Yes, we had a conversation and then it started. And it was like a whole, I think, approximately a year she was there in the classes
yes,
and she's finished her course from right from beginning to the end. And that's really something which I should appreciate you for being a parent, being very consistent for classes. Because somehow, I feel that parents, they start expecting too early when they join classes. Like this can be a message to parents also, as people would be seeing this video, that whenever we initiate for something, maybe a class or any other thing, I would not say the classes, any other sport activity, any activity, so we must keep patience as parents,
yes,
that it will take time. And when it comes to academics, definitely we are dealing with children, those who are so tender, so so raw, I should say. So we are working on a raw material, so it will take time to to see those results in students. To You are just watering the seed and you don't just see the plant itself the next day. It grows slowly. So that's the process which parents, as a parent, I would really like to suggest them, that keep a little patience and see how the plant and the flower blooms. So that's what it is. It's all about patience with kids.
yeah. That truly is a very important point to note because you cannot expect these kids to just learn in a day because nowadays it's very competitive. Even for them, it's getting difficult, right? They are loaded with lots of things to do.
Yes, so many things are there.
Yeah.
So that's what,
Yeah,
yeah.
but the way, see, now it is like I just imagine if we have everywhere teachers like you, so I don't think so kids will ever get bored.
Thank you so much. And so much of love I have got from parents. One more thing that I would like to mention here is that when you are in a school, in an offline setting, then there are students and a teacher. But when you are online, the parents are watching you. They get to know the real, thing. They get to know the real situation, how the teacher is dealing with the child, how the child is getting connected to the teacher, even if it is online. So I could manage that. I was not sure of it, that maybe if it is online I would be able to do that, but it actually magically happened. And so much of love and respect, I would say, I've got from parents around, that I don't know, I just thank to God every time that yes, I've been meeting new people and I've been teaching kids. So it's like I'm really enjoying each and every bit of it, and I just want to continue this forever.
Yeah, you should actually start your branches everywhere, I think now.
Yeah, let's
I just
see.
wish you started in Nasik also now.
Yeah. Working on it. Let's see when it happens.
I'm sure you'll grow and you'll touch the peak of your life in this, segment of education. And you do lots of phonics and other activities also you do, right? Drawing
Yes.
and
I love,
writing.
myself, I just love to draw, doodling basically. Maybe some shapes and creating something, some animal out of it or something, maybe writing a word and creating a picture out of it. So, along with the phonics, I really love to do these drawing classes also with children. And I also like to teach Hindi, the basic Hindi, where you do letters with stories and you make them understand how do you read Hindi के. वो हिंदी एक अपने आप में लैंग्वेज ही ऐसा है कि वो बहुत सुंदर है। जब आप उसे पढ़ाते हैं स्टोरीज से और ये सब करके, तो बच्चों के साथ बहुत मजा आता है। तो एक हिंदी, इंग्लिश, ड्राइंग, these three are my areas.
Yeah.
Rest, I try to, I teach grammar also to children, but because people are asking me to do so, I'm doing it. But what I love is teaching these little tiny dots, as I told you earlier also.
Yeah. And you make lots of resources available to people. And I think
Yes.
because of that, you would be probably connected to thousands and lakhs of people, right?
Yes, absolutely. We are like, this started 2, 3 years ago only, 2 years approximately. I've been doing this. So I started creating content on education, basically on phonics and maths and Hindi and other things. Now the phonics books are also there. So that is also now, we are getting a very good response. Even people from overseas are purchasing our books. They're keeping it in their school. So it's like a huge achievement for us. So worked really hard on creating these educational kits, and I'm planning further more things to do for this. So everything is in streamline, in pipeline. and let's see when more acha good material will come out.
Yeah, your material, I mean, it's mind blowing because for me also, I see actually during our time we did not have this phonics and all.
Yeah, we did not learn
So
this,
we
right?
also got to learn actually when I started teaching. Sorry. So even I don't know what phonics was, but then yeah, with time you have to keep moving on, right? But now when we
Mhm.
actually started doing it with you and your resources are really worth it. I
Right.
mean, I would
Children
suggest
are
every,
inquisitive.
yeah,
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. So, just to add on here, that kids are inquisitive. You can't make them sit at a place and expect to give them a paper and a pen or any one thing and, to study. So they need a material to explore, some those colorful illustrations, some cards, some games. So they are playing and they are learning. So it's like playful learning. So, but just keeping in mind this point, we are making these educational kits also.
so do you get these on demand from particular schools also, or just randomly through parents and all?
We started randomly, like for whatever parents we had in connection, for them, we started advertising a bit on our social media. And from there only, it's reaching to the people, those who carry a play school, those who run a play school, maybe normal schools, small schools, and big schools too now. So from there, we are now getting orders for these kits also, like
Okay,
across India and outside India also, people are buying.
okay, okay. So now
Yeah.
in Delhi you have one branch, or you have expansion of them?
I have just one branch right now, and
Okay.
that branch is also like very close to my heart because this is something which was unplanned again. Just with the thought of having some after school classes, I opened this center with the name of Getsetgo, which I do classes with. And in the morning time, that space used to be empty. People, one day there was a couple entering, and they asked, "Is this a school?" And I just said, "Yes, it's a school," because the setting was like that, no tables and chairs, and it was just for after school classes. So they asked me a few details. I said, okay, give me a day or two. I'll call you up and we'll have a meeting. So from there, it started. This small school started. It's just one only right now, but it has now it's pretty famous in the area where it is, and by God's grace, it's doing good also. So let's see in future if I'll open more branches in Delhi and then slowly moving to other states with franchisee and other things.
Yeah, if you want to plan for Nasik, I'm there, huh? I'm in already.
Sure.
We would love to. We would love to have such a beautiful school. Even when my daughter was in other school, she did it from Little Millennium. I was very impressed. The way
Yeah, they are good.
the way the base is constructed. I mean, now she's in grade one, but she's already learned whatever they are teaching. So I feel like
Yes.
कुछ भी नहीं करना पड़
The
रहा है
base
मुझे.
is,
Yeah,
तो
because
base
the
अच्छा
base.
है ना,
उस
it has
समय
that
मुझे
strong.
उस समय मुझे लगता था ये लोग इतना क्यों पढ़ाते हैं इतने छोटे से बच्चे को, बट अब रियलाइज होता है कि वो बहुत जरूरी था क्योंकि अभी उसको सब कुछ बहुत इजी लगता है.
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल। और ये एज ऐसा होता है कि 5 साल तक के बच्चे का ब्रेन सबसे ज़्यादा स्मार्ट, सबसे ज़्यादा जल्दी सीखता है। अप टिल द एज ऑफ 5, देन द लर्निंग प्रोसेस बिकम्स slow. But up till the age of 5, they are very smart to pick up new things. Even you can teach them multiple languages also by that time, they will pick up very nicely. तो यही एक एज होता है जहाँ पे पेरेंट्स को समझ में आना चाहिए कि हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट इज इट टू चूज अ गुड प्ले स्कूल फॉर अ चाइल्ड. बट मोस्ट ऑफ देम दे थिंक वो बैठना ही है, लंच करना सीख जाए, थोड़ा सा सोशल हो जाए. सो ये थोड़ा काउंसलिंग करना भी थोड़ा हमारा एक रहता है बहुत बड़ा काम फॉर द पेरेंट्स दोज हु कम एंड टॉक टू अस. सो दिस काउंसलिंग सेशन फॉर पेरेंट्स इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, दैट वेयर वी make them understand that how important is it to pick up a good school for your child. It's not only for setting a routine, it's about their holistic development. So that is it. And कब दिन होती है कब रात हो जाता है हमारे काम में, I really don't understand.
Yeah, I
So
know.
when it's yeah, lots of things are
So
going on one after the
how do you manage? Because I've seen you live your life also. You take a break and you chill out and you're full of life. How do you manage that?
Yeah, but somehow I just run away from that for maybe a day or two because it's important to, look after yourself too. So you to have some me time is also important for yourself. So I manage कि मैं 2 महीने में एक बार तो कम से कम अपने आप को 2-3 days दे दूं so that I can rejuvenate and go back and start it again.
Yeah, and you have a son, right?
Yeah, yeah. I have a son. He's
So
grown up now. He's in grade 7. So
Okay.
he's self-independent, and thankfully he's doing good. So they're like support to me. My family is like a support to me. My son, my husband, they are very supportive. So somehow, that is also a very positive thing which helps me to move further and further and further. There's no obstacle. When your family is supporting you, then there is no looking back. So
That's true.
yeah,
That's true.
that.
So how does he react when he knows that my mama is a very famous teacher?
He says that whenever you get that YouTube, you know that in YouTube and Instagram, they give you those trophies and all. So it's like, I am not able to do those many followers, Mama. You should do it, and when you receive the trophy, I will keep it. Beta, it's yours only. You keep it. So yeah, he likes it. He knows, and now actually he's grown up, so he sees me teaching phonics now. So उसको भी अभी tips पे हो गया phonics. Okay,
हाँ,
ये है, उसके बाद ये पढ़ाएंगी मम्मा, ये पढ़ाएंगी. So he said, okay, I'll soon start taking phonics classes with you. I go, yeah, very good. You also teach.
very good,
So it's
very
like
good.
that, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah, he's very,
you should encourage him. That's a real,
yeah.
I mean, real blessing.
Yes, I do
Because you know
that.
what
Yeah,
happens? In a मस्ती मस्ती में बच्चा responsible हो जाएगा, पता भी नहीं चलेगा. I mean, just for
बिल्कुल.
fun, and then you know that, oh God, the
Yes.
child is actually become
That's
responsible.
what uncertain things always works wonder. I have seen that when things are uncertain, unplanned, just जो अपने आप ही हो जाती हैं चीजें, वो बहुत अच्छे से होती हैं. This is my personal experience in life, like how I started online classes, and I got this. You can say that people know me now from different states of India, abroad. So this was all uncertain. Nothing was planned. COVID was not planned any which ways.
Right.
So everything started from there only. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what is the actual, see, when I started teaching phonics to my, I mean, when she enrolled with you, or even when, I think she started her schooling when probably she was barely 2 or 2.5, 2.2
Mm,
something. I was in Africa
yeah.
actually, and वहाँ
Mm,
पर तो बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ाते हैं, यहाँ से भी ज्यादा, and I was really surprised. तो मुझे सब बोलते थे,
mm.
बड़ी टॉर्चर वाली माँ है, पता नहीं बच्चे पे इतना जुल्म क्यों करती है. So, what is the actual right age to start, with the preschool, the play school, and the
I'll tell you.
phonics?
Sure. So, the age group that is right to send your child to a play school is approximately you can start with as early as a 2-year-old child,
Okay.
or depends if like I would say 20 months to 2 years old child, which goes to play school, play group basically, where they enhance their skills, verbal skills, some fine motor activities, social. They get a little bit social and they learn routine, everyday etiquettes, and all that. Then after that comes I would say pre-nursery, which we can start with 2.5-year-old children, where again the curriculum is not much different, but yes, they are a little bigger and clear at speech, so activities are planned accordingly. So the age is 2 years. Whether you have to, you can check the level of your child. You know your child better if the child is little independent, speech is okay, and all that. So we can start as early as even 18 months too into a playgroup. I have students, I have small babies of 19 months coming to my school, those who are walking and all for 1.5 year, like 1.5 hours only. They are there at the school, but we are enjoying with them a lot. So as chota as 20 months, 18 months, kids can go to play school. And that's absolutely right. That's not a torture at all. So that makes your child independent. And that, and I've seen kids becoming, too much clingy to the parents. If you are late for
Yeah.
admitting them to the school, they become so clingy. They take a lot of time in adjusting into a new environment. So जब वो छोटे होते हैं, अगर आप उस एज से ही start कर देंगे like 2 years, so this is gonna solve your problem only when they'll go to bigger school and they'll go into a bigger huge environment, and the setting is going to be completely different. So yes, 2 years old child can definitely go to a play school.
And what about the phonics? What is the right age to start the phonics?
That is
Because,
also 2 years.
okay,
That is also 2 years. But phonics, people think that phonics is about reading stories and everything. But phonics starts with very basic things like phonemic awareness and phonological awareness, where we work on their listening skills more. So as early as a child is a toddler, I would say not infant, but toddler, like 1.5, 2 years old child, you can start working on their phonological awareness, where you can build their listening skills properly, like clapping in a rhythm and expect them to clap back in the same rhythm. So this is what is called phonological awareness. awareness, where you are trying to, maybe you are banging your hands on the table in a rhythm. Expect the same rhythm coming back from there. So कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, चुटकी बजाना, ये सब चीजें ही आपकी फोनोलॉजिकल अवेयरनेस में आती है, वेयर दे डू लॉट ऑफ राइम्स, राइमिंग वर्ड्स. सो वहां से हमें स्टार्ट करना होता है, एंड देन just recognizing the letter and the letter sound can also be started with the age of 2 years. You can show them flashcards, recognizing. I won't say writing or giving them pencil to write at that early age, but yes, we can start doing phonics with a child which is 2 years old, phonological awareness plus the recognition of letters with their sounds. This can be started. And then it has levels.
Okay.
So that if I'll talk about that, it is going to take a lot of time.
Yeah, I know the levels are really
Yeah.
quite going further. I've seen
It's,
that. I saw it with
yes,
my
you have
daughter
seen that.
also.
Yeah, you have
I
seen
could
that
not
already.
imagine that it goes so high, like, मुझे लगा कि ठीक
Sometimes,
है, ए बैक
हाँ.
हो गया, फिनिश. और कुछ है.
सबको यही लगता है कि लेटर साउंड्स कर लिए तो,
हाँ,
और उसके बाद क एट पढ़ लिया, फोनिक्स खत्म हो गया.
हाँ,
एक्चुअली फोनिक्स उसके बाद स्टार्ट हो रहा होता है, जहाँ पे वावल टीम्स आते हैं, डिफरेंट साउंड्स आते हैं, साइट वर्ड कैसे कराने हैं, सेंटेंसेस कैसे कराने हैं, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आर देयर.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So for all this, you really would be having, lots of plannings कि ये बच्चों को ये कैटेगराइज करना है, मतलब बहुत हार्ड वर्क है ना.
होता है, असेसमेंट्स करने पड़ते हैं. आई कांट जस्ट रैंडमली टेक एनी चाइल्ड इन एनी ऑफ द क्लास, सो आई टेक आउट सम टाइम फॉर assessing them, 5-10 minutes. I'll check their level, and then I decide that okay, this child can be put on into so and so group, and talking to the parent, making them understand. So that all is a big process, where sometimes parents को थोड़ा टाइम भी मैसेज बैक करने में मुझे टाइम लग जाता है, so they get a little, you can say, irritated also, that we are messaging and ma'am is not replying. But yes, I am now trying to be more organized with that, hiring more staff for that. So because I feel that now if I am getting those many parents, and the parents are coming and getting connected with me, so they should not wait that much. So I'm working on that also, like assessment for a different staff for that, and maybe more teachers. Like I've already hired a few, but yes, taking some classes. But मुझे problem कहाँ आता है, जब parent आपको देखता है और आप ही से क्लास करना चाहता है.
हम्म.
सो हायरिंग स्टाफ ऑल्सो डजंट सॉल्व मच ऑफ माई प्रॉब्लम. तो
हम्म.
ये चीज हो जाती है मेरे साथ. तो देखते हैं, लेट्स सी.
अभी
दिस
देखिए मैम, पेरेंट्स की
ट्रेनिंग.
गलती नहीं है. अभी ये क्यूटनेस ओवरलोडेड है, तो पेरेंट्स क्या करेंगे बताइए. अभी आप ये मुझसे एज अ पेरेंट पूछो तो मैं भी आप ही को चूज करूंगी. आई डोंट
बिल्कुल.
हैव एनी ऑब्जेक्शन फॉर एनी अदर टीचर्स, बट एक होता है ना, आपका किसी से लगाव हो जाता है एंड यू फील वेरी कंफर्टेबल विद दैट पर्सन. यू नो दैट
राइट.
ओके योर चाइल्ड इज, ऐसा नहीं उनके साथ नहीं होगा, लेकिन एक वो पता नहीं बॉन्डिंग से हो जाती है एक टीचर के
हो
साथ.
जाती है, कनेक्शन हो जाता है. तो एंड व्हेन दे सी माय वीडियोस ऑन इंस्टाग्राम और एनीवेयर, तो वहीं से ही वो कनेक्शन बन जाता है. और जब वो बन जाता है, दे कम टू मी एंड दे आस्क मी, आई वी वांट यू ओनली एज अ टीचर. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm discussing, that yeah, they say that we have seen you, we have seen your talent, the way you teach. Is your teacher going to teach same way? Then I tell them that they are trained and they teach the same way. So then again we do an intro class. So that's how, like, the process is. It's a whole lot of very huge process of getting admissions and enrollments done. Yeah.
So
Along with
you,
teaching.
any plans for you to, go beyond the primary, I mean the pre-primary level rather, primary
I
or
don't
the
think so
secondary?
I'll ever go. I don't think so I'll ever go. My play school will also remain till KG. Okay. And for online sessions, we already do maths and grammar and creative writing. That we are doing. But for offline, if you say that, I don't think so, because uh, as I told you, that what is my area, what is my comfort, and what do I like to do is to teach this age group. And I am expertise in that only. Like my expertise is in this area only, instead of like otherwise grammar and creative writing also. But मुझे मजा आता है, जिसमें आपको मजा आएगा आप वही करना चाहेंगे. तो
बिल्कुल.
मुझे फिर ऐसा लगता है कि अगर मैंने बड़ी क्लासेस शुरू की, तो दैट वुड बी मोर लाइक अ बर्डन फॉर मी. बर्डन एज इन, बिकॉज वो मेरा उतना एरिया वो नहीं है. फॉर दिस इज ऑन माई टिप्स, एवरीथिंग इज लाइक आई कैन सॉल्व इट विद अ जिस्ट. कुछ भी
हम्म.
होगा, कुछ किसी को पूछना है, कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, वो मैं हैंडल कर लूंगी. But if I try to go beyond my area, no, then I have to research, I have to study, I have to then again align things accordingly. Lots of planning will go. So I feel that I'm happy with this. I'm content. So
तो
that
ये
would be.
सो ये
Hmm.
हम पेरेंट्स के लिए मैसेज है कि जितना हम सोचते हैं कि टीचर्स को कुछ काम धंधा नहीं होता है, बहुत काम होता है।
बहुत
एक्चुअली मैं
होता है।
खुद टीचर रह चुकी हूँ, ट्रस्ट मी। आई एक्चुअली लेफ्ट द जॉब बिकॉज ऑफ दिस ओनली, बिकॉज व्हाट यूज्ड टू हैपन, आई यूज्ड टू टीच इन अ स्कूल एंड व्हेन आई वाज नॉट मैरिड दैट टाइम, आई यूज्ड टू कम होम, आई यूज्ड टू हैव मेक दैट असेसमेंट्स एंड असाइनमेंट्स, बनाओ वर्कशीट्स, बनाओ ये करो। तो मेरे डैड मुझे पूछते तू बच्चों को पढ़ाती है या खुद पढ़ती है? मतलब अभी मैं क्या सच में वो सोच रही हूँ कि पढ़ती हूँ या
बहुत
पढ़ाती हूँ।
काम,
And
बहुत
because
काम
of
होता है।
my health, I couldn't cope up. Then I quit the job. Now
Yes.
also when kids see me, I mean, parents still call me ma'am. I said now I've
Hmm.
left the school, but they still address me as ma'am. And then they want me to come back. I said no, I'm sorry. Now I cannot, because it's really a big commitment. Because
It's a
they're
big
giving you your child. आप उसको,
yes.
मतलब एक बहुत बड़ी जिम्मेदारी आप ऐसे लाइटली नहीं ले
जी,
सकते। बहुत बहुत
बिल्कुल नहीं।
डेडिकेशन चाहिए,
बिल्कुल,
क्योंकि
सबसे
वो
पहली
सिर्फ,
चीज ही है बच्चे की, यू कैन से सिक्योरिटी फैक्टर विद यू, द चाइल्ड एंड द टीचर इज फुल्ली रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द चाइल्ड सिक्योरिटी इन द क्लासरूम, एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स द एकेडमिक्स थिंग्स आल्सो, पढ़ाना भी है, उसकी सेफ्टी भी देखनी है, उसकी सारी चीजें देखनी है। सो इट्स अ ह्यूज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ये तो कोई डाउट नहीं है इसमें।
या तो अभी आप बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स को भी फोनिक्स के क्लासेस सिखाते हैं, कैसे हैं उनका रिस्पॉन्स लाइक?
बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा है, एंड दिस इज ऑल्सो अनसर्टेन। आई नेवर थॉट दैट आई बी ट्रेनिंग एल्डर्स फॉर फोनिक्स। आई स्टार्टेड विद शॉर्ट कोर्सेज फॉर देम, लाइक यू ऑल्सो अटेंडेड वन ऑफ माई ट्रेनिंग। तो वो बहुत शॉर्ट कोर्स था, उसके बाद मैंने बहुत रिसर्च करके एकदम एक फुल फ्लेज्ड डिटेल्ड कोर्स बनाया, और उसका अब मेरा, यू विल से, फिफ्थ बैच आई एम टेकिंग राइट नाउ. So I'm getting so good response there, like the feedbacks that they send me. They just love the stories that, and there, what am I teaching is how I teach them the things that I use in my classes, and the way I am, putting things ahead with. तो वही सब मैं उन्हें ट्रेनिंग में सिखाती हूँ, और मुझे बहुत अच्छा रिस्पॉन्स आ रहा है. सम ऑफ द लेडीज, दे हैव ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड टेकिंग देयर ओन फोनिक्स क्लासेस, एंड दे थैंक मी अप्रॉक्सीमेटली एवरी डे फॉर दैट. And I'm always there for them after the training also, if they need any support, any kind of questions they have, any doubts they have, I'm always there to answer, whether not on a call, but I tell them, you leave me an audio message and I will be back with a reply. So
या
I try to be there for them every time. So it's like a good thing for me that I've become a trainer also now for phonics.
दैट्स वंडरफुल। फिर आप यहीं पे काफी हो जाओगे, बहुत कुछ है करने के
जी,
लिए।
जी, बिल्कुल, तभी मैंने कहा कि मैं इसके आगे नहीं जाना चाहूंगी. आई
हाँ,
एम हैप्पी एंड कंटेंट दिस.
yeah,
या
because many people I've seen, they want to grow further. Like my daughter in the school where she was, they've already started a 10+2 school. I was wondering,
ओके.
it's a big commitment.
It's a big commitment, absolutely. Then a lot of, I would say, this certification, that certification, CBSE affiliation, and
Yeah.
that process is also there. बहुत कुछ है, देखो अभी कुछ कह नहीं सकते. मेरे साथ जो भी हुआ अनसर्टेन हुआ. अगर आगे मुझे कभी बढ़ना होगा तो वो भी अनसर्टनली में हो सकता है कर जाऊं. आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट, मैं कह रही हूँ. बट आई डोंट नो व्हाट गॉड हैज केप्ट इन
Yeah.
हिज प्रेयर्स, वो मुझे नहीं पता अभी.
Yeah. No, we are very happy with you as your, I mean, being the preschool teacher also. हम लोग को तो बहुत मजा आता है। मैं तो सोच रही थी कि गुड्डू यहीं पे अटक जाए तो हम आपको रोज देख सके। I really miss seeing you in the classes now.
जी,
Actually,
जी,
she
जी,
used to attend, but I used to enjoy. मतलब पढ़ लो, फिर से दोबारा सा रिवीजन हो रहा है मेरा पढ़ाई का।
राइट,
अच्छा, अभी
राइट.
ये जो आजकल इतना सब कुछ पढ़ाई का चल रहा है, आपका क्या व्यू है? मतलब बच्चों पे प्रेशर है या इट्स ओके, गो विद द फ्लो, या आई मीन मुझे कभी
अभी
कभी लगता है
कितने
बहुत ज्यादा है।
सारे हो जाता है ज्यादा, लेकिन पेरेंट्स सीरियसली भी ले लेते हैं चीजों को. लाइक देयर इज दिस एनईपी, जो नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी है, जो वो हमेशा चेंज होती रहती है. एज ग्रुप चेंज होता रहता है, करिकुलम्स की चेंजिंग, ऐसे नहीं पढ़ाना वैसे पढ़ाना है, ये कर नहीं करना वो करना है. बट आई थिंक कि बच्चों को ना उनके ऊपर थोड़ा सा छोड़ भी देना चाहिए. इफ देर इज एग्जाम इन स्कूल एंड देर आर 2 chapters कमिंग, इट्स ओके इफ योर चाइल्ड कुड ओनली डू वन बाय हार्ट. दूसरा नहीं हुआ तो छोड़ दो. इट्स नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट कि वो एक कागजी पढ़ाई जिसे हम कहते हैं कि वो आपके मार्क्स मैटर नहीं करते एट द एंड. मैटर करेगी आपकी कोर नॉलेज, आपका आपकी आपका आपकी एबिलिटीज, और आप अब एक बच्चा है, ज़रूरी नहीं है कि वो बहुत अच्छा हो पढ़ाई में, बट वो बहुत अच्छा है पेंटिंग में, या बहुत अच्छा है किसी स्पोर्ट्स में, या बहुत अच्छा है किसी भी XYZ एक्टिविटी में। सो एज़ अ पेरेंट आपका जॉब ये होना चाहिए, ये ढूँढिए कि उसकी जो लाइकिंग है वो कहाँ है, कौन-सा एरिया है, और उस एरिया को एनहांस करिए। Rather than, just running after the curriculum, read this, learn this exam, read this, learn this exam. ठीक है, वो भी इम्पोर्टेंट है अप टू एन एक्सटेंट, बट लेट्स नॉट गो मैड आफ्टर इट, इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से, कि हमें उसके पीछे बस ऐसे पागल नहीं हो जाना चाहिए कि ये करना है, करना है, करना है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज पुटिंग प्रेशर ऑन अ चाइल्ड। तो वो ना करके लेट्स कीप अ बैलेंस ऑफ थिंग्स, बैलेंस इट नाइसली विद द एक्टिविटीज एंड करिकुलम इन स्कूल। तो सबका बैलेंस बना के चलना चाहिए, दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड सजेस्ट।
Like my daughter, she, how she's wonderful in drawing and coloring, and she loves it. So, I mean, that's a stress buster. I think I lost you, ma'am. Hello.
हेलो।
Yeah, sorry, I lost you. Okay.
या
So
दैट्स ओके।
now, yeah, I was telling you that even my daughter, she loves to do drawing and coloring. That's like a stress buster.
Yes.
Whenever she's done with her studies, can I do drawing and coloring? I said, yeah, go on. Because you cannot
Yeah.
stop their passion also, right? That keeps them motivated.
बिल्कुल,
So,
और ड्राइंग तो कुछ ऐसा है कि वो तो बच्चों को करना ही चाहिए। दे बिकम मोर क्रिएटिव, एंड विद ड्राइंग यू कैन सी व्हाट इज इन देयर हार्ट। समटाइम्स दे आर नॉट एबल टू स्पीक देयर इमोशंस आउट। With
yeah,
what they draw, you can easily figure out their emotions also. So this is beautiful. They should draw.
I will like to show some of it.
Mm.
We don't have so much time. ये देखिए.
Oh wow, Padmija is drawing so good.
Yeah, ये
Nice,
देखिए.
Padmija. Doodling. This is beautiful. Watercolors.
Yeah.
Her love for Krishna Radha.
शिव
Very
पार्वती
nice.
बनाए हैं और ये चैतन्य महाप्रभु है, तो हम लोग जो भी एक्चुअली, जितना मुझे नहीं पता है उसको सारा कुछ पता होता है.
बहुत
अच्छा,
अच्छी बात।
without taking too much of your time, what is your last message for parents, our kids, and the viewers today?
Um, it's just that I would say for the parents, that I was just speaking, keep your patience. Okay, just keep it with you, and just see your children blooming like flowers, blossoming like flowers, and enjoy your childhood in them. So that's just that message. And otherwise, if the audience which is watching this video would like to get connected to me for anything, for any query, any message or anything, any doubts that you have, you can obviously get to back to the ma'am, and she will give you my contact details, and you can get in touch with me.
Yeah, I
That's
will
it.
definitely add your details like Getsetgo and your Insta page. You just mention it to me and I'll add it because I want everybody to at least
Mm.
speak to her. And आपके बच्चे
Yeah.
छोटे हैं तो आंखें बंद करके उनके पास एनरोल करवा दीजिए. दिल्ली में है तो चांस बिल्कुल मत छोड़ना. कस के पकड़ना मैम के स्कूल को. Because she is a
Thank,
very wonderful human being. I know there have been lots of times when I used to be like shaken, broken because of my daughter's health also, but she is very supportive. Less सिर्फ टीचर नहीं है, एक ब्यूटीफुल एंजल है, ब्यूटीफुल सोल है. मेरे पास वर्ड्स नहीं है, मैं तारीफ करने लगूंगी तो अभी मैम
thank
बड़ी
you so
शर्मा आ
much.
जाएगी.
Thank you so much. Thanks
नहीं नहीं,
a lot.
I'm
Thank you.
really, I feel so blessed to have such a wonderful teacher for my daughter, and we
Thanks.
have lots of good wishes for you, and I pray to Lord Krishna that you grow and grow and grow, and ये सारे
Thank you.
छोटे छोटे बच्चे आपके पास ऐसे ग्रो हो जाएं कि उनके पास वो
Yeah.
फोनिक्स की छाप कभी न मिटे लाइफ में.
बिल्कुल याद रखे मुझे हमेशा बस।
आप आपको कोई नहीं भूल
And I'm
सकता, मुझे नहीं लगता.
really fortunate to be in touch with you, with Padmaja, and I'm really blessed to be her mentor. And it's just that आपको भी कभी लगे कि कोई help in her academics, any which ways, if I can be helpful to you, I'm always there.
Yeah, yeah. Without, I will not even ask you. I will सीधा call you, ma'am. Please, I need help.
That, that's how it should be. That's how it
नहीं,
should
मुझे
be.
पता है, मुझे गारंटी है इस बात की कि आई हैव दैट फुल ट्रस्ट. आई हैव सीन यू. आई मीन, I can easily tell you my doubts about this, and I've seen you being a problem solver also. Thank you so much for
Thank
your time, and
thank
it's been like a wonderful journey with you for that last
Same
year.
here. Same here, ma'am.
And we
It
wish
was
to we wish to get enrolled again once she takes a break and all that. And
definitely,
I
definitely.
request all the viewers to check her Insta Getsetgo. She does amazing work on Insta. बहुत easy करते हैं phonics को, drawings को, बहुत सारी चीजें हैं उनके Insta पेज पे. आप सब जरूर देखिए, और for sure you'll be very happy. So do not miss this
Yes.
wonderful opportunity. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank
I'm really very grateful to you for sparing so much time.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you.
grateful. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye. Take
Hare Krishna.
care.
Bye.
Bye, Tanika.
Bye.
She's shy. Okay.